Wanted to get on here and talk a little bit about my friend Daniel Elaine. Danny Elaine was one of the first people I met when we moved down here. So he was one of my first neighborhood friends. Man, we were probably friends for, not too long. I think he moved some point, we were probably friends for a couple years maybe, and he was gone, him and his sister. His sister was in my class. I remember, actually recently I posted a picture of my second grade class, and I think she was in there. Second or third grade. Danny and Christina Elaine. I think I was inside their house once. I didn't hang out at their house too much, if at all, but this is their house. This houses look the same forever. It's always had this steep freaking brick wall, and then it led up this slope to their house. That's where they lived. I'd love to see what the inside of that house looks like now. Just a weed whacker hanging out here. Yep. Danny Elaine's house. I don't know if the number was the same, 2122. But, boy, I miss those days. One day I'll talk about another friend, Willis Warner. This was his house. It's amazing how many people in this area were born. I don't know how many kids my age lived in such close proximity. It was me, Willis, Daniel and Christina. Dan Holderman lived down here. And way back there, the younger brother of my best friend when I was a child lived back there, and he was my age. But I wanted to make another conversation video. This one more about the synchronicity of Seattle. It sucks because my Seattle vlogs are on a different account. This is more my esoteric, if that's the right. We'll go straight today. What the hell? What are these guys doing? What's the deal? What's the deal with this signpost? Seattle, right. So let's share some pictures. One day I'm just, minding my business. I was back from my second trip out to Seattle. Came back, it had been a couple weeks. I've been trying to make things happen to get my butt back out there, but, So Seattle, I'm trying to put it off. I'm trying to, put the universe on hold, even though that's, I'm throwing a lot of Seattle. I shop pretty much at the same places now. These discount places like Ross, TJ Maxx, Burlington sometimes. Supposedly name brand things for a discount. And I come across a Seattle Seahawks shirt. What are I don't know. I keep wondering, what are the odds? What are the odds of this happening? It just makes me think that my theory that everything's already been planned and played out. We just get a glimpse of it ahead of time. And in Seattle, I could step on these and they crack, but PA, we got some tough nuts out here. What was I going to say? The odds of me finding a Seattle Seahawks shirt in Pennsylvania. Of course, I'm going to see Eagles stuff, Phillies, maybe Pittsburgh, but a Seattle Seahawks? Nah, it made no sense. Just made no sense to be right there where I'm looking. Universe places a Seattle Seahawks shirt in my path. This house, it's here, the giant skeleton. Bro, uphill. Why? Why did I want to come this way? Anyway, I thought it was strange that I come across a Seattle Seahawks shirt. Can you explain it to me? Of course, I've been seeing a lot of Seattle stuff. It's just this one particular day, there was the Seahawks shirt, and then later that evening, I was on Facebook, of all things. There was a guy who I was friends with. We weren't close, but we became friendly. So I hadn't heard from him in over 20 years, so I figured 20 years? Yeah, probably. So I looked him up. He's on Facebook. Or you know what? Maybe he was suggested to me. That's how that came to be. He was suggested to me as someone I may know, right? So I look it up, and there's some vacation pictures of him and his wife, and I think his daughter or son, I forget. And this is a picture I saw. Those MRFers were out in Seattle at some point in the past. But that's kind of the picture it's like they may have gone on one vacation and it was that place. And of course these things stick out to me because I'm looking for them. You just say, how many times have you seen like Milwaukee or Iowa or Idaho or some other place during the day, but you disregard it because you're not looking for it? So I mean, we can do that. We can do a little experiment. Let's Well, like I was saying, I've kind of shunned Seattle. I've kind of, in my mind, it's not something I'm thinking about as much. The apartment hunting tabs on my browser I close. So that let's reject it almost from the universe, at least for the time being, which is probably going to be very bad for me. I don't know. But let's compare it to, I don't know, let's pick a place. Hawaii, all right. We'll compare Seattle to Hawaii. And let's just see how many times in the coming week we come across either. We'll keep our ears and eyes open for Hawaii and Seattle, and we'll just compare and see what's doing. Nice little, what do you call it, complex of brand new homes. Used to be all woods. You'd walk, this street was still here, you'd walk along here, but this was just forest and woods. I was just thinking it may not be fair to compare Hawaii to Seattle. One is a giant state, one is a giant city. But I think I'm willing to chance it. I think that's how little I see Hawaii in comparison to Seattle, but we'll see if things have balanced out now. Back at that damn park again. Whenever I'm walking somewhere, I come through this park. Basically where I learned to play basketball. Spent a lot of hours out here. You know what's been hitting me lately? Oh man, I haven't sat on one of these in a while. They still look the same, bro. These things haven't changed, and I guess if it's a perfect design, don't change it.
1 week later.
I'm back outside right now. It's been exactly, no it hasn't. It's been a week and a day. So I guess I could say exactly a week and a day from when I recorded my vlog that this will be a part of. This is a 1 week later update. I had set out to monitor the number of times I ran across the word Seattle as well as Hawaii to see, oh shoot, I may have told you my friend Willis used to live here. They never decorated for Halloween. That's sick. How many times I came across Seattle and I wanted to put it up against something that had a better chance or equal chance of being seen by me. And I chose Hawaii, which is a state, not a city, so I don't know. I assume that would give it a better chance. I don't know. Regardless, the score, I saw Hawaii once in the last week. It was when I was about to order a pizza that I did not order. This is the cat that comes by late at night. I wonder if it recognizes me. Maybe not. Let me take a picture of this cat. Sorry, minor distraction. I don't know if it was the same cat or not. So, I guess I'd take into account the fact that I maybe search Seattle more often than I search Hawaii, so maybe. But when I explain some of the instances, maybe it'll kind of negate that theory. You get that many big skeletons. Yo. Didn't expect to be so distracted. But Seattle came up about 7 times. Let me think. And it's crazy that I'm even taking time to keep track, but I wanted to do a little bit of an experiment. This is after mentioning to the universe that I was done with Seattle and I didn't need to, or I would take a break from seeing it and I would be happy to, I like this house. I always did like this house. I don't know why. I think the location and then the porch looks sick. So, and it was weird instances where I saw it. It would be like a video where someone was talking, a video having nothing to do with any geography, and someone would just mention that they have a relative there. Or I think one time it was a streamer on the front page of Twitch. I just clicked because she looked attractive and then went to her bio, and I believe it said that she was from Seattle. So I'll put the different instances, there we can say it now, of Seattle on the screen so you can peruse or not peruse, but it was an interesting experiment.
Join the U.S. team as they travel to Seattle, Washington to compete in the 1998 World Championships.
I'm in Seattle. I'm halfway across America. Or like full way across? I don't even know how to say that. I haven't had like a full coffee yet.
With lower rents and property prices. If you move from a city like San Francisco, Seattle, or New York...
something I might do as a kid, you know. Walk, you know, get a bag of snacks, soda. But now, like, my options are much healthier. Let me show you what's in this bag. Went to the corner store to get some snacks. And I'm probably going to eat the snacks before I get back, you know. Got some avocado oil Siete chips. And I got this candy bar that's expensive but delicious. If you haven't tried these things are amazing. Pretty pricey though. Yeah, it's like going to get some Fritos, some I don't know, some Now and what was the drink back then? It probably wasn't Coca-Cola. What was the discount? I don't know. Just went for a walk. It's nice out. Grab some. I want a meal. I don't want to go to Burger King. I'll see what's in Giant maybe. But you know, chocolate chips and soda, that'll do. That hits me in the nostalgia pretty good.